Adam's back today, and that means we're doing pasta. And last time we did dry pasta.
Sure did.
And now we're going to do fresh pasta.
Yeah, so we're going to use the San Remo fresh Strozzapreti pasta.
So, how do you say it again? I can't even say it.
Strozzapreti.
I'm going to let you say it.
So you just roll through it, Strozzapreti. Basically, it's a hand-rolled pasta. Those little crevices in it. Do a fantastic veal ragout.
Ooh.
So there's nothing better than having that beautiful veal. We're going to slowly cook it out for 2 to 3 hours. And then we'll cook our pasta with it. Yes.
Really excited to start this. So what do we do first?
All right, first and foremost, let's get our pan on, get some heat into that.
So how do they make these? I mean, do they cut them separately and then roll? Or
yeah,
is it...
traditionally it's on a long copper pipe. Basically, they roll the whole piece of pasta over it, and then they remove that pipe, and then they cut it on an angle. But this is obviously hand-rolled. You can see there individually, just rolled over. Yeah. And what happens when they start cooking with the Strozzapreti, they start to open up a little bit.
Yeah, you can see that they would do that.
And so then within the actual veal ragout, all that meat just slides in there, and it's fantastic. Yum. And look, and being fresh, it's a lot lighter, and it's just nice and refreshing. Goes really well with all this.
Yum, yum, yum.
So, we'll get to our ingredients.
Okay.
Pass me.
Olive oil?
Yeah, olive oil with this one. So we'll get our onion into there first.
Yep.
We'll get that heat, like so. And our garlic. And you've got to remember, whenever you're frying off your onion and garlic, obviously in the beginning, you want to seal everything off, but then you don't want to walk away from it. Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, because as soon as the garlic's too cooked, your dish is gone, it's bitter, it ruins the dish. You can really taste it through the dish afterwards.
There's nothing worse.
Yeah.
So we might get some seasoning into that, just some salt and pepper. Look,
okay,
I don't
so
add
your salt.
A little bit at the start, just helps break down the onion. Okay. So basically the fibres within the onion, not too much, you know, and they'll say this within the kitchen and when you're cooking at home, always add your seasoning toward the end, yeah? Because if you add at the start, you can never take that out. So if you always put it at the end, taste it, and add your seasoning. And
also season as you go, depending on the dish. So
exactly
a little bit and a little bit, and taste again. Yeah.
Very good.
Oh, pepper? Now,
yeah,
wait, pepper.
We'll put a little bit of pepper into there. So look, that's really starting to fry off there, lovely.
Yep.
Just softening up there. And what we're going to do is going to add our carrot. So, our celery. So these are a little bit more of the coarser, harder vegetables, so we're going to get them in there. They need a bit of time to cook out and just slowly collapse down.
Is this what you call it as a chef? Tell me if I've done my homework right. Would you call this a mirepoix?
Yes, very much. So it's just your base of your sauce, getting it happening.
Yeah, celery, carrot and onion, which is the basis of a lot of stews and ragouts.
Very much. Yep. We'll get the bay leaves in there as well, just to let them collapse down. So now, over a bit of time, we need to cook this out for a good 5 to 10 minutes, slowly on this medium heat, and just keeping an eye on it so we're not browning any of those vegetables in there.
Just softening. Softening,
yeah. So basically what happens over the time of the actual ragout cooking out, it's going to collapse and just emulsify and just in flavour and enriching that sauce so much.
Yum, it's beautiful.
We'll get our pasta water on at this point as well, just have that slowly heating up. What I'd like to do is I take out the mirepoix, so take this out, and then I'm going to seal the veal in there, and then I'm going to add all that mirepoix back into there. So some more olive oil.
More,
Olive oil.
Oil, always.
L'olio. It's beautiful.
How do you say it?
L'olio.
L'olio.
Get the veal straight into it. Some nice diced, look, milk-fed veal, look. Really nice there. Very lean, beautiful colour.
So when you're looking for veal, the main thing is it's the colour. It has to be nice, white flesh, not red. Yeah. When it's red and it says it's veal, it probably isn't. It's probably a yearling, which means it's been weaned off its mother already. It's not milk-fed.
Exactly right. So we just really got high heat into there, seal off our veal.
So why is it important to seal your meat off?
Basically, you want to seal it off. You want to caramelise just the outside of the meat to give it some nice flavour and texture. And then what happens then, all those beautiful sediment from the meat and then onto the pan, we add back the mirepoix, we deglaze it and get the white wine, and that it lifts it all off the pan.
It's going to be flavour, isn't it?
Yeah, the naturalness, all those natural flavours. All right, so we're getting to where we need to be nice and browning off.
Yep.
What I like to do here, my nonna taught me this little trick, is to take the sage and just add it to the pan now at this point and cook it out that little bit. Yeah. And veal and sage, they work in harmony. Yeah. It's a beautiful combination.
So why does your nonna do it like this? Is it because it's just going to give it more perfume, because it's going to bring out releases the flavours? Yeah.
Look, most people say, you know,
keep straight away, I can smell.
Yeah, keep the herbs to the end, but you know what? She's a little trick she taught me.
Yeah. So
at this point, we'll get our olives into it as well. So remembering what I said before about not seasoning too much. So olives are quite salty, so we've got to remember that for later on, that we're not adding too much salt. Okay. So in they go. We get our mirepoix in, and we're going to deglaze the pan with some white wine. I'm going to show off a little bit here. That little flick, just combine it all together. All right. So look, we're going to about half a cup to a cup.
Yeah.
And look, with veal, obviously being a white meat, we want to look at using white wine. So look, that's just got to reduce down by half. So we'll let that cook out.
I reckon this is a great idea if you've got friends coming over too, because you cook it in the day and then turn it on when they're coming, and as soon as they walk through the house, they'll smell sage and this beautiful ragu. It's beautiful for autumn and winter coming out, which is it.
And the best thing about a ragu, like you said, if you cook it during the day, let it slowly, it tastes even better at night when it's sat together and just all come together. It's nice. And then we're just going to put into it some crushed tomatoes. Once we put the crushed tomato in, give it a good stir, bring it to the boil, let all the impurities come to the top, just get our ladle and skim all that off. And then once there, we'll drop it to a medium heat and let it simmer away.
Yum. The smell is amazing.
It's been cooking for a couple of hours now. And basically, with the veal, all I've done is use the back of the spoon just to put down some force onto it, and it just breaks down the actual veal. So it's so soft and tender, and it just shreds into the sauce, and that's where we're looking for.
And that's an indication that it's almost ready. If the meat's still holding and still giving a bit, you know that it's not ready.
Yeah.
OK, so what
Then we get our pasta on.
Yep.
So let's get our pasta water back up to high, a nice rapid boil. And what we'll do, we'll get some good handful of salt into there, half a tablespoon, and if you like your seasoning, maybe a little bit more.
Yep.
So in that goes.
Yep.
Get our Strozzapreti in there. Being a fresh pasta, you just want to be a little bit gentle with it. So into the rapid water, obviously, and then get your spoon and just give it a good stir. Even when you're cooking things like tortellini and ravioli, obviously it's a filled pasta, so you don't want to be just plugging away at a rapid boil, because if you have a rapid boil with that type of pasta, it just splits the casing and all your filling's gone.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
So yeah, so that's in there. That will take between 8 to 11 minutes to cook away. Okay. And what we'll do, we'll have a taste of the sauce, Justine, just to see where our seasoning's at. And check the meat. Beautiful. So delicate, the veal. Lovely. Bit more salt.
Yeah, I was going to just a little bit.
Get used to adding a little bit more salt.
This is the way it's supposed to be. I mean, it's at the end where you just finalise your seasoning. We season at the beginning, in the middle, and just at the end, just to finalise. So it's just as you go. There's nothing worse than accidentally putting too much salt in and your dish is ruined. So just a little bit at a time.
Alrighty, so let's check our pasta, Justine, that's cooked al dente. Cooked all the way through. We're still firm to the bite.
Nothing worse than mushy pasta.
No, nothing worse. And with the fresh, look, strain it quite well. So we get that into there. And you can see the Strozzapreti's actually opened up like I was talking about before.
I'll get that out of your way.
Beautiful. So look, straight into the pan, like so. Turn the heat off because we know it's already there. It's all ready to go. And look, it's just coating into there, getting into those crevices. We finish it with some beautiful fresh parmesan over the top, which I'll get you to do. But in we go. Look at that, veal's all broken down. Just working into the pasta.
It's really tender. You can see that 2 hours, 2.5 hours is really worth it.
It is, very much. And you know what, even the next day, if you can let this sit and just even more flavours, just join up together and it's even better.
So I'm just going to put a little bit of...
fresh parmesan. Beautiful. So let's start.
That is gorgeous.
So give it a try?
Yes, I can't wait for this one.
Fantastic.
This veal is so soft.
I'm not going to wait back. This is fantastic fresh Strozzapreti. Really nice with the veal, nice and large. Everything's working together.
This is my kind of food. I absolutely love this, especially going into winter.
Yeah, very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Beautiful. I'll just keep eating.